If it ain't toxic, if I'm not delusional, if I'm not going nuts over you, if I'm not busting your windows up, I want toxic love.
This is an Iwebu production.
Period. If you are on social media of any sort, if you are Instagram, TikTok, any of them, right now there is a trending topic. This is a trending couple, and typically and usually all for the wrong reasons. Blueface and Chrisean Rock. So I'm guessing here lately, Blueface has been humiliating Chrisean Rock, his future baby mama, and just had a lot of hurtful things to say, unfortunately, on her birthday. So we want to show y'all this video, show y'all this clip, a heartbreaking clip, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
My first baby mama's a real and I feel bad because I've been dealing with this Me Too ass you hear me? My BN, she ain't no Me Too ass I ain't never seen her in the club with nobody, none of that, right? So now today I'm thinking like, damn, I should have just been with that I done bossed this up, made her whole life.
Yeah, she said, I don't feel anything, I'm just watching you. Don't feel bad for me, I'm gonna shake this off. Plus, I'm grown. I did this to myself.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. I know a lot of people are like kikiing over this, and this is tea, and this is like it's so sad that toxicity is this popular, that this is clickbait for us, that we're like eager to see someone heart being broken, eager to see this pregnant woman going through the distress that she's been going through. And so I first am saddened by our culture and that we made toxic relationships popular. And it's just so bizarre to me because people are rapping and like singing about and I think it's just such a sad place to come to, like how we are continuously seeing like chivalry and romance and writing letters and dates and waiting and the anticipation and the challenge of the man going after the one, like that's gone.
It's dying.
Like it's really dying. And we are in a culture of people that they like this. Like it's sad. And so for me personally, I am saddened for Chrisean Rock. I know that she talked about she was gonna like make a gospel song or she was gonna do a gospel album. I don't know. It was either a song or an album on like Instagram one time. And the main thing that when I see this, I just see a woman somewhere down the line that something got stolen. Rather her identity, rather her perspective of love, rather her perspective of a man, of what relationships look like, of what something she didn't get or something got stolen. And I really will pray that, I know she mentioned the song, back to the song, the gospel song, that she actually grows in her relationship with Christ. And the reason why I'm saying this is a lot of times it takes us getting to really humiliated, embarrassing, dark, low moments that's like, oh Jesus, I forgot about you. Let me try to get back to you. Let me figure. And so I pray. I mean, I've seen her talk like about Jesus and say, no, I pray. Like I talk to God. I know he with me. Like, so I pray that maybe out of this mess, as Romans 8:28 says, that all things work together according to his plan that he has for us when we follow him. I pray that this works out, but I so dislike that we're displaying this baby girl like this. Don't get me wrong. She's doing it, right? She's doing it. I'm not taking away her actions. It's her fault first and foremost. But I'm just like, instead of like reposting it, like let's send the prayers. Let's send the resources. Let's send the women groups. Let's say, hey sis, I see you're pregnant. We got some other women that's striving to get their life back and find their identity in Christ. What city do you live in? Oh, you're in LA. Boom. We got church. We got a women's group. We got this. We got like let's I pray, and I don't know if it's not happening. But that's what I hope for. Like people are reaching out to her, and I hate to like just leave Blueface out of the picture, but I'm more so, obviously I'm a woman, so I'm going to lean more towards Chrisean, and I just pray she gets help to see herself. Like, girl, you are gorgeous. You're young as heck. You I know I'm going to sound old, but like literally you have your whole life in front of you. And I am aching for the child that unfortunately will have the evidence of this on the internet of their parents.
Simply a sad situation.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I know mainly of Blueface and Chrisean Rock basically from hearing about this drama. I think I heard of him making one song or so.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Tatiana.
And yeah, then I start finding out about this young lady that's going through all this trauma dealing with him.
Yeah.
From experience, I've been in my early 20s, unfortunately having toxic relationships, going through those type of things. Never really aired it out too much online. I think I did like maybe one crazy post when I wasn't able to see my child, like when I was, maybe my daughter's like 1 or so and she's 17 now. So that was way back. But again, these are things that they're going to regret. Their kids are going to be able to look at these things. And I believe a lot of it, babe, is based off of these drugs. You know, he's continually using drugs, at least from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And then she is. And then now, like you're saying, she's kind of been more sober here recently.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, she hasn't been into, I guess, this hyper violent lady that she usually is. And obviously with her being pregnant. But yeah, I just wish that she knew what her worth was. I wish that he knew how he should honor someone who's having his child.
And he don't even honor himself.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, we can't expect that from someone that don't honor himself. That's why I automatically just separated them.
Yeah,
I don't wish for them to do anything together. Like, no, y'all need to separate.
I wish they could separate, and I wish that, and I think, babe, like you said, I believe that there are people who do hit inboxes that are saying, "Hey, listen, we have a group here. You should come and visit with us." But they're in that lifestyle. They in that life. They're the people that surround them. I saw Jess Hilarious giving some advice to her one time. Was very heartfelt from Jess Hilarious. Good women. Just the culture that a lot of them are in. I mean, many of the men are like that. It's all the same. You know, so she's gonna run into the same thing. So this is why we say choose Christ, man. You don't need to go through these type of things. You know, this toxic back and forth. I don't know when this became the dope thing to do. I mean, when I first heard it, when I first started hearing stuff in songs where girls was like, I don't care if he cheated.
Yeah.
I don't care if he did that. I believe it might have been, I think you might have told me about Cardi B, like going after Offset after he didn't cheated multiple times. And she's pulling up on live and she's a millionaire.
Still fighting.
If you guys are running to this stuff, you are out of your mind. Run to the cross now. Listen, it's nobody perfect over there. The people that you're looking at right now, we are not perfect.
Yeah.
But we're getting it right little by little.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of people in that type of mess when they're inside of the church, when they're doing it the kingdom way, man. And so it's so sad. I've been there as far as the whole, child's mom and all of that. But I never thought any of that type of stuff was cute at all. And I ended those things probably mid-20s or so.
Yeah.
And never got this toxic. When I'm hearing about how he's talking about her, I'm like,
it's embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
Yeah. When I saw one of their interviews where she was pregnant and he basically was upset that she wasn't popping off. Like he was upset that she wasn't making a viral, because he was like, man, let's make this viral. And she like, man, like, and so it's so crazy seeing her. And this is a lot of times why I know people do run to drugs and people do run to these substances, because you're able to continue to run away from your problem, right? Yeah. And so her being sober, even when she responded to what he said on her live, you can tell she's tired. She's just like, I don't know why he's talking like that. I don't know why he's doing.
Her mind's sober right now.
Huh? Yeah, her mind is sober.
Yeah.
She don't, and then she's pregnant too. And so it's just sad overall. Like, we don't just scream Jesus and give your life to the Lord and do it this way. It's a reason why the Lord set things up the way that he did.
Yeah.
It's a reason why there are certain boundaries that he placed, and there's a reason why he says lean on me. There's a reason why he says let me be your peace. There's a reason why he says let me love on you, let me show you who you are, let me tell you who you are. Because if you don't let the Lord tell you who you are, guess who will? Your body count, your exes, a abusive mother, a father that wasn't there, your friends, the parties, drugs, music, culture. Everybody is willing to tell you who you are. Yeah. But the only truth and the only real identity is in Jesus. Really so let him tell you. And so I see these things. I see how culture is moving. And I'm like, dang, y'all just want to keep avoiding the answer, right? Like y'all want to just keep, and then we say, oh, that marriage is not this and marriage ain't that no more. And no, the way y'all doing marriage ain't it. The way y'all doing relationships ain't it. The way y'all doing sisterhood and brotherhood and community, it's not gonna work without Christ in the center, because he reminds us to stay intact. He reminds us to be gracious when we're speaking to one another. He reminds us to be self-aware. So if I do confront you, you ain't shocked by it because you've been talking to Christ. Oh, I know. I know that about me. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, so I just hate that for that we're avoiding the number one thing that will continuously remind us guide us on how to maneuver in every aspect of life. How to handle your money, how to handle your relationships, your children, your family, your career, your calling, your emotions, your mental health, your physical health. Like, the answer is Jesus.
It's all in the word, man. And I just, we pray for them. Yeah. I hope that they can get it right. Yeah. You know, I could tell you just from experience, looking back, like right now, it's all fun and games. Like, you might be somebody that's going through some of this toxic cycle. You might be a teen that somehow came up on this video right now, or you may be in your 20s and you're not saved and you just came up on this video right now, and you doing this back and forth thing with your baby daddy, your baby mama, and y'all think it's cute. You think it's real cute in your 20s, man, when you feel like you got your whole life ahead of you. When you could kind of get into it, fight with each other, all of that, go have sex and then get it back going and then go through the whole cycle. And it's just, y'all think that that's really dope right now. Let me tell you, as somebody that's ate out that trash can before, okay? Like, not a literal, but I ate out that trash can in relationships before. Listen, what it produces on the other end is tragic. Point blank, period. This woman has had to see me, after making those type of decisions, have to deal with those consequences down the line. And even she's been in the line of having to be there and go through it too. Yeah. Because I made those decisions when I was in my early 20s to deal with women that I making temporary decisions, okay? Off a temporary feeling, thinking that this might be something, no type of commitment, okay? And didn't know that it would cost me for another 18 years or so. Literally. Like, literally. No, literally. To this day. You understand? And so I
scars. Scars that they don't talk about that. No, they don't.
That's the thing I hate about the industry.
It's just like get ran through, get all the sex you want, drugged up, this and that. And then you see these videos when they're like 60 and they're 70. You're like, oh, I wish I would have did this and that. And it's like, now they gonna tell y'all the scars. But they're and even while you go through it, that's the scary thing. Like, she is in such a. That's why I pray that they separate, because when separate, and then like, I pray she doesn't have sex until she's married again, because the clouding, the fog that happens with intimacy, when you're intimate with someone, when you're pillow talking with this dude, when you laid up with him, when y'all making money to get millions of dollars together, and this is your. She got his face tatted multiple times on her. Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, like it's on her. It's like I think it's twice on her neck at least, if not on her arm as well. Like, she got his whole face on her body, and I just think about the future.
That permanent stuff. Man.
Yeah, like now you're gonna have to get that covered up when y'all officially going, because this is not gonna be forever. Wow. Like, even in on Breakfast Club, the girl, the co-host or whatever, was like, this is a forever type of love. It shouldn't be. Like, and you sitting there like 40 or 50 years old, like this should not be a forever love. That's horrible.
Yeah, the crazy thing is they're like, oh, you gonna be back with her and all, and they probably will, especially when she has the baby. This is not
their first public breakup.
Yeah, but especially, I know how it goes down, especially when it comes down to when someone has a child with somebody. you may temporarily pull back up because now it's this emotional connection because y'all just had a life with each other.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're meant for each other. That's why we say, man, wait on the ring.
And then,
young lady, wait. Do not make that decision right now.
Please.
Like, you'll try to make a dude that was a temporary dude, you'll try to make him that forever thing.
Yeah.
Think that he supposed to be his ride or die, catch cases for him and all that type of mess. You understand? And that ain't even somebody that you was supposed to spend the rest of your life with.
Any part of your life with.
No, any part of your life. He was just maybe supposed to be a friend.
Yeah.
And now you have to deal with these things, man. Again, I got the scars to show it. I could go on and on about it. And I just think that it sucks that, you know, people like on the Breakfast Club and all that, that's why we speak up. I'm someone who watches them, but at the same time, I'll be sitting there looking at what they laughing at and thinking that's like cute. And it's like, man, are y'all serious?
How old are y'all?
Like, this is tragic.
Yeah.
Like, this is really tragic what they're going through. Y'all done seen them. If you called their phone right now, and I bet you they might pick up actually too. Mm. You understand? And so I just don't understand like how they can look at that and think that any of this type of stuff, oh, they going through, oh, look at them kids or whatever. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be some 40-year-olds still having to deal with each other. And then they like, why did I talk to him? Why did I talk to her again?
It's a whole baby in the picture. Yeah. It's not just young toxic love. Yeah. There's a human. Yeah. Like there's a whole baby. And that's the last point that I will make is that that's the sad part. Yeah. It's like, this is why, back to the point why we say don't do it is because, and I know a lot of people don't care because they be like, girl, I'll just get rid of it. But the sad part is, now you have this baby in the picture. She, as a woman, you're going to try to work it out with your kid's father. You ain't going to want you're not going to want your child to not know the father. You still have that emotional connection. Like I can remember how vulnerable I felt when I first had your kids. Like when we first had our children, I remember the level of vulnerability. Like, oh my gosh, I just had his seed. Like, I know it's a small deal to people now because there's baby mamas running throughout the streets everywhere and everybody having everybody kids and you get to 3, 4, 5, 6 baby mamas. It don't matter no more. But for me, that was my first child with this man. That was a big deal to me. Of course I want him to be my husband. Of course I want him to be in the house. But when you are not anchored in Christ, because of that, I feel like it's a natural desire, right? Yeah. Because of that natural desire, you will make a temporary fling a permanent thing because of your situation of being his child's mother. And so that's what's so heartbreaking because it's like, oh, leave him, walk away. But I also understand why she would go back. Not healthy. It's not good. And it's very toxic, but it's the consequence of doing permanent things in temporary relationships, temporary situations, and things that just shouldn't have been made up to this.
Yeah. Now the two have become one flesh, babe. And now that's where the soul tie. That's what you're talking about. Yep. That soul is tied up now. Now they got this piece that's just continually hanging on with each other.
So
it's a sad situation, man. Prayers go out to them. I hope they eventually see the light, definitely and truly. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yeah. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Ewables. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.
Holla.